show called Arrested Development, with Ron Howard being the narrator during this series. During this on-scene appearance, he talks about the Apollo 11 mission being faked. I find it very interesting what he says in the LEM. I'm going to play this footage now. Let's take a listen. I'll continue on.
Michael, hey, thanks for coming down. Finishing up casting the Sandy Griffith Show thing. Okay.
Wait, hang on a second. Are you guys finally making that movie? I've been reading about it for like 40 years.
Well, it's not a done deal yet, but I want to talk about you.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go inside the limb. You want to?
Wow, is this the one that landed on the moon?
On a soundstage.
Oh, right, from Apollo 13.
No, 1969. I'll tell you about it inside the limb. It's soundproof in there. And it's a national secret. So, NASA did go to the moon in 71. That one was real. But in 69, they weren't ready. So, they faked the whole thing on the soundstage of Gentle Ben.
This is how they do it, mixing truth with lies. I believe when he says they faked it and they filmed it on the soundstage of Gentle Ben. For those that don't know, it was the same time frame prior to the moon landing, 67. The series ended in 1969. And take a listen to what Ron Howard says here as well.
Me and my brother, we hid up in the rafters. We seen the whole thing.
And this is how they do it, mixing truth with lies. He's telling the truth as far as the Apollo 11 mission being filmed, basically on the soundstage again of Gentle Ben, saying how him and his brother saw it take place on the soundstage. Now, when it comes to the 1969 moon landing hoax, of course, he's telling the truth there. It's nothing but a hoax, and I understand exactly what they're trying to accomplish here. I understand a good amount of people know the 1969 moon landing was a hoax. The footage looked fake. Everything about it was faked. They understand this. So, trying to pull in those that don't believe in the 69 moon landing, make them, convince them in another way that they actually got in the moon. So they have a good amount of people, a good amount of the sheep that believe the 69 moon landing was legit. Now they're trying to pull in a certain amount of so-called conspiracy theorists and make them wonder, maybe they did land on the moon. So it doesn't matter if it was in 69 or 71. They just want you to believe that somehow, at some time, they actually landed on the moon when they never been to the moon and they never will go to the moon. That's simple.
It's the main crucible test bed where we've been trying to grind out all the lessons that will eventually let us go to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon. Astronauts to the moon. Astronauts to the moon. Astronauts to the moon.